Title IX has brought so many opportunities to women and girls in sport for so many reasons. The first one would be education. Think about all of the women and girls that have been able to go to college because of Title IX. In addition to that, not only go to college, but also play sport in college. And we think about all the opportunities and all of the leadership qualities that we learn from sport. There's just so many advantages. And also just think about the scholarships that women and girls have been afforded because of Title IX. The list goes on.
To be able to put them in a high pressure position where they can be successful sets them up for anything they want to do in their life. If they want to be a great wife, a great mom, a corporate executive, whatever it is, they've already been through the toughest job they're ever going to be in by being an intercollegiate athlete. That comes from Title IX. If it wasn't for the opportunities that were given to them, they would never have the ability to practice and exercise these characteristics. Now they do.
Title IX has given me the opportunity to be able to look at other female coaches that have done it and are doing it and rocking it. And I think what's funny is people always ask me, how are you a mom and a coach? And I think, no, I get to be a mom and a coach. It's not just like, oh, how hard is it or anything like that. It's, I get to do this and I get to rock it.
I can remember growing up talking to my mom, and she never had those opportunities. It wasn't acceptable for women to play sports. So growing up in a household full of men and always being involved in sports, I was thankful for the opportunity to even be able to play sports and it not even be a thought.
I actually started high school the year after the 1975 legislation that was directed specifically at sports and athletics for girls. When I think back on my high school experiences, being a part of those athletic teams was so formative. And I think it was so important at the time that schools were making the effort to provide those opportunities. Girls stepped up. We took advantage of the opportunities that were given and the encouragement that we were provided.
What I think is very valuable is that our student athletes see women leading women. I think it's super important to have great role models for our student athletes. I just remember when I was coming out, Pat had someone who was my role model, and I saw her as a strong, empowered woman. And so I think it's important now, in this time and age, to have strong women leading women.
Coaches coach and leaders lead. The players on the team are leaders, and there's only going to be one 2022 Knights team, and it's up to them how they want that team to look. There's a 12-year-old version of them watching practice. There's a 12-year-old version of them watching competition. What does that look like? Is that young girl inspired to compete the next day? And I think that's how we try to view it every day. And in terms of empowering, again, it's their team. It's how they keep themselves accountable to their actions, and how they want their team to look and succeed.
As an athlete, I was part of the first NCAA championship, and to see the growth of sport from 1997 until now, and the explosion of just rowing specific opportunities, but also just opportunities across the board. And we have the unique ability to recruit out of sport. So to be able to go to basketball games and softball practices and soccer games and swim meets and really just look for talented athletes to bring into our sport of rowing has been really exciting. It's really special and something I value about our sport.
I'm just so grateful to work at a place where every day I'm authentically inspired by the other women around me. It's just so cool to be in an environment where we have females leading females into the future. They're so talented, amazing, and they're just successful, and it's really cool to work at a place where you can just show up and just be inspired by other women leading these young girls that are going to be our future leaders, and it's just an awesome place to be.